Hi everyone, Tommy Lee here with Navigators Chicago, and I am here talking about our provisional staff project, which you've heard a lot from Jay. That is our new initiative over at Navigators Chicago. And here with me, I have Jackie. Jackie, I hope that I'm pronouncing this right. Is it Halderman?
Yes, it is.
Yep, Jackie Halderman and Anna Edwards. Anna, Jackie, welcome. How are you guys?
Doing well. Thanks so much for having us.
Yep. Well, hey, and also I am bringing in Elisha Walker, and so Elijah, we are actually recording right now, and I hear that you are at Moody Bible Institute.
Yes, sir, I am. I'm a student at Moody Bible Institute in Chicago.
Well, hey, look, I'd like to bring people on, and so for some of you guys who don't know what I do, I help raise and bring some of our support and come alongside of our donors and supporters at Navigators Chicago. And this is a good time to get to know Jackie and Elisha as well as Anna as well too. So Jackie, I'm going to start with you. You and I were chatting about you're a senior at Wheaton College. Where's home for you, Jackie?
Yeah, home is in the northwestern suburbs of Indiana.
Very good. And then what major are you currently over at Wheaton?
Yeah, I am finishing up my degree in Christian formation and ministry, and we'll finish that with graduation in May.
Got it. And we were just talking about your passion is in the area of writing. And what do you like writing? Is it more nonfiction? Is it more fiction? Is it more blogs? What area of writing do you enjoy doing?
Yeah, I really enjoy writing kind of theological and application pieces, which I think goes along well with my major is more of the application to ministry. So I'm currently writing some for my church at home, just about experiences that I've had and how I can connect those to ministry and how I can connect them to those that just have questions about different things. So I just wrote an article on spiritual warfare, and that was really helpful for me, and I pray that it's helpful for other people too.
Yep. Anna, what about yourself? Where's home for you? I know you're also a senior at Wheaton College. What was your major, or what's your current major over at Wheaton?
Yeah, so home for me is Tupelo, Mississippi. And my current major is I'm a biblical and theological studies major, and I'm also graduating in May.
You got it. Yeah. And Elisha, what about yourself? Are you also a senior at Moody as well too?
Yes, I am. My last semester here at Moody, I'm an intercultural studies major. Originally planned on being a missionary, so came to Moody for that reason.
Yep. Now, as you're graduating, what's next? Are you still going to pursue global missions, or what were you thinking about doing?
I believe I'm going to, I've been accepted to a seminary in the fall, actually, so global missions are still definitely on the radar, but not for a few more years, I believe.
Very good. Well, congratulations. Will the seminary be here in the Chicago area, or will you be moving outside Chicago?
I'll be moving to Grand Rapids. The seminary is Puritan Reformed Theological Seminary in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Very, very good. Hey, now, Jackie, I'm going to go back to you. Tell me a little bit about this provisional staff ministry. What's your role in that? And I'm going to go to Elisha as well as Anna. But Jackie, tell me a little bit about your role and how you got this role.
Yeah, I got this role from someone reaching out to me from the Navigators saying that there were some positions open. And this was through a platform that Wheaton uses to help other people get jobs and internships and things. And it worked out at a really great time for me to do this from January through May. And I'm currently helping out some different ministry initiatives and helping specifically with the Bible Quran references and to produce a Bible that has Quranic references so that people who are Islam and want to learn more about Christianity, they can read the Bible and then better understand it with the Quran references alongside. And so we're hoping that this will help more understanding, more clarity, and more people coming to Christ.
Very, very good. Anna, what about yourself? What's your role with Navigators Chicago as the provisional staff?
Yeah, so I am working with the international student ministry. So my bosses are Tim and Carolyn Bierma, and so we have an international student Bible study that meets Monday nights every week, in which we discuss different passages of Scripture. I also am a part of another aspect of the collegiate ministry entitled "What Do You Believe?" and it's a spiritual dialogue discussion that invites people in from all different religious backgrounds to have a conversation about various topics. Such as money or the body, and we kind of bring our faith perspective to the conversation. And it's a just great platform for being able to share the gospel. And then I've also been meeting with an international student from India once a week, every week, who's a recent believer, and just talking through the gospels with her as well. So that's a little bit of, what I've been doing.
Got it. Elisha, what about yourself?
Well, I'm in the same group as Jackie, so I've been working with Ahmed From Mecca to Christ, and I've been blessed to also engage in the Quranic Reference Bible, and also what's been particularly enjoyable has been sitting down with some folks who do have questions about Christianity. They might be coming from an Islamic background, and they want to know more about Jesus. So it's been really fascinating to sit there with Ahmed and see how he leads them and points them gently to Christ.
Got it. Elijah, as well as Jackie, for you both is it done all virtual or is it doing in person?
For me specifically, it's been primarily virtual. We've gotten to meet our supervisor, Ahmed, a couple times in person. But otherwise, it is done primarily virtually because of the realities of the pandemic. And so there are a lot more chats that are done online or video calls and that kind of thing.
Got it. So, Elisha, with you, what are you learning about your journey that, in some sense, being a Moody student, everything like that, that is helping you continue to grow in your ministry experience?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. The Lord is extraordinarily gracious to me, and this internship, this opportunity, has been eye-opening in a lot of ways to see how I think how relevant and necessary it is to understand the background of the individuals that we're speaking with, particularly when they're coming from the backgrounds. An Islamic background like Jackie and I are working with, and to see how the Lord uniquely leads them to Himself, still by His word. So I think that there's been a renewed emphasis on the Scriptures in this journey for me, and how that can be used by the Lord to draw people to Himself.
Got it. Very good. How about you, Anna? Talk a little bit to me about your experience. How has your work with the International Students Ministry supplemented some of the things that you're learning at Wheaton College?
Yeah, so I think I'm reading through currently a book called The 3D Gospel with Carolyn Bierma, my boss, my supervisor, and I think it's kind of talking about the different like cultural context that each of us bring to our understanding of the gospel, and kind of dives deep into these different elements of culture that really shape our understanding of the gospel. And I think through being in ministry with these international students and getting to hear more about like where they come from and what their life experiences are, how their culture has shaped the way that they view their relationship with Jesus and the gospel in general. And that paired with some of my classes at Wheaton, such as a class I took called Bible and Theology in Color that was exploring how people do theology from the African American, from Asian American, from Latino American lenses. I'm just having a broader view of what the gospel is and how it impacts not only my own culture and how I like perceive life and the cruciform life specifically, but how it impacts the nations through their own context and culture. So, yeah.
You got it. Hey, I'm going to ask each of you one last question. Jackie, I'm going to start with you. As you graduate from Wheaton College, you're about to look for new jobs, everything like that. What has this experience at Navigator Chicago helped you to prepare for the workforce?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that the thing that has been most impactful to me is to broaden my horizon and my viewpoint of different religious backgrounds, different experiences that people have had. I've grown up in a Christian family, gone to a Christian school pretty much my whole life, and so have been blessed by that, but also have not had too many opportunities to have my faith questioned. And I think that in a really good way, I've gotten to experience some questioning of my faith to make it more grounded and to make it stronger and to help me to understand why do I believe what I believe. And that's going to be really important to go out from Wheaton, to go out from being in school and to kind of be in the real world and to experience those things that not everybody believes the same thing that I do. And so this has been really helpful for me to learn from other people and to grow with them.
Got it. Elisha, what about yourself?
Well, unlike Jackie, I'm not going to the real world right away. I'll be going to school for a little bit after I graduate from Moody. So I think it's good to have this experience with the Navigators to remember that the real world is there while I am in school, and especially, Grand Rapids is still a large-ish city, not Chicago size, but there are peoples of various backgrounds there as well, in large amounts, and it'll be a good reminder, a little pricking in the back of my mind to not stay isolated in my Christian bubble, but to really reach out using the different skills that have been taught to me in this internship to share the gospel with the people there.
Very good. Anna, wrap us up. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I feel like I've learned so much through this opportunity. I specifically have learned so much just about what leadership in ministry looks like. I've been so blessed and encouraged by my own supervisors and just seeing their authenticity and the way that they really love Jesus, and that is at the center, that the gospel is at the center, and it's not about a specific agenda. Even like, we must save people, but we must love people, and we must introduce them to Jesus and trust the work of the Holy Spirit to bring salvation. I think has been particularly impactful for me as I think about a future in ministry.
Got it. Well, everyone, thank you. I know you guys are in the middle of classes, so I appreciate. Thank you for taking some time, sharing your experience. And for those who continue to support and donate to this particular initiative, thank you so much. And we just want to send you guys a little report and for you to hear a little bit about what your gifts are supporting. So, Jackie and Elisha, thank you, and we'll talk soon.